Hot Pink America podcast.
Guys, I'm Dante Elizabeth James.
And I'm Juicy Marie Kelly.
And welcome to episode 32 of the Hot Pink America podcast. Woo!
Let's get crazy!
Let's get crazy! Let's burn something down.
Yeah. I'm parched. I need a drink. I need thirsty.
Let's murder somebody.
Lindsay beat us to it. I'm sorry. That was terrible. If you didn't know, Lindsay Clancy is really on trial right now. And so,
as you can also tell, guys, we are back in our home turf. We are not in Philadelphia anymore. Like last week, we were in the hotel room at the Doubletree on Broad in Center City, Philadelphia.
Our first on-the-go episode.
Our first episode on location.
Yeah. That's what it was, on location.
On location.
On location.
Because we're news.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Coming to you live from my living room, I'm Dante Elizabeth James.
And I'm the friend, Juicy Marie Kelly. I'm the co-anchor. I'm the sponsor. I'm the lawyer. I'm a lot of things.
The assistant.
Yeah. Half makeup artist. I'm here.
You wear a lot of hats.
Yeah.
You wear a lot of hats.
Surprisingly, none of them look bad on me.
No, never. I mean, you wear a lot of hats, and I know today you're going for like an 80s.
I did. I officially finally saw Wet Hot Pink America Summer. Sorry. Wet Hot American Summer. Sorry, just immediately when I think of hot pink, it just comes up. That should be our movie, a camping trip with Wet Hot Pink America. Mm-hmm.
Wet Hot American p***y.
Yeah, and I definitely think there should be whiskers with it.
Full bush.
Nothing but bush.
Full bush. That's all we want to see, which I think a lot of y'all online are lying about y'all's bushes. I don't think y'all have...
more people have bushes than what they think.
I know. I actually think not. I think a lot of people don't have the kind of bushes that they portray themselves to have online. And I'm going to say it right here, right now. I think a lot of y'all are lying about what kind of bush you got going on down there.
What is causing such a foresight?
Because people are liars.
Oh. I just didn't know if you got a vibe. I didn't know if, like, based off of their fingers, you could tell they're not twirlers. I didn't understand where the conclusion came from. I'm not against it.
When you say you're twirling your bush and I don't see a pube stuck to your nail, I mean, I'm just saying. I think that,
have you ever got a pube
that
stuck
really
to your teeth? I have. Mm-hmm.
Stuck into your teeth? Mm-hmm. And don't forget your dad watches this.
Oh, sorry, Timothy. He knows I'm a busy person.
I mean, I think it's happened like once or twice.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not my teeth in my mouth, but, you know, hey, it happens.
Yeah.
Hey,
Leave them everywhere.
Yeah, I mean...
Not mine. I don't really have a bush, though.
No, because you're like a dolphin. But we are back from Philadelphia, y'all. It was a wonderful, wonderful trip. We had so much fun. And we're back on our home turf, ready to talk about almost anything and everything.
And everyone.
And everyone.
Yeah.
We have, of course, I asked you guys online what you want us to talk about today, and y'all really gave us some topics to talk about, which we are going to get into, because one of the biggest things going on right now is the Lindsay Clancy case. I mean, it is everywhere.
Crazy.
People are going crazy online for it. Yeah. People are giving their opinions, watching the trial, watching the court. I mean, and listen, all I got to say is I didn't know much about this case at all. Actually, Juicy filled me in a lot about it and from the videos that I saw online. But let me just tell y'all, the first video I saw on this was Patrick giving his, on the stand, whatever he was doing, giving his testimony, whatever.
Yeah.
And the moment I saw that, I said, he did it. He had something to do with this. And I didn't even know much about the case. I didn't even know really about the kids or the timeline or anything like that. It was just the vibe I got from him. Mm-hmm. I was like, and especially the clip I first saw, because I saw the clip and then the next day Juicy and I were going to Philly and Juicy filled me in then on everything. And I said, Juicy, you know what's weird? I saw a clip of him yesterday. I think it was when they were doing something with the iWatch, or they were confiscating something, or something was going on.
Yeah, the phone and the laptop and the iWatch.
Yeah, I was staring at this guy like he had something. It's just the vibe I get. It's just the vibe I get from him, from the way he moves, talks, everything. I'm like, something. And I don't care what anyone says. This isn't a debate. He had something to do with this. Yeah. 110%. And then plus on top of it, with the internet sleuths online, I mean, God, we could solve world hunger with some of these people out here making diagrams and timelines.
Well, my favorite one about that was there was this creator who, because I guess Lindsay had like these marks on her neck because they were like she crushed
from the steak.
Yeah, crushed her own thyroid. Well, the girl like went and took a steak, slammed it through a window, and showed how she got those marks. Like they were almost identical to what was on her neck, and I was like, she literally solved it. And someone go back now and check these, and they did.
Well, and the timeline's not adding up. Like the timeline is not adding up. How did he leave his house at 5:15? But then he sent an email from his work computer at home
at 5:24.
And then how the
with
kids,
the laptop, and then
and her body temperature and the medication. Like something's just not adding up. And then the fact that he went and got another girlfriend, moved to New York, and supposedly there's like these reviews on like a hiking trail or something.
I haven't seen that yet.
He left a review, and then, or she left a review, I believe it was, and like, this is our third time here. And here everyone was like, well, she's saying it was we love coming here. It's our third time here, which means that this was 3 years ago, but at 3 years ago was when all this happened, which means he was with her.
I believe it.
But 100. There's nothing like a man that wants to start a new life. Yep. Oh my God. I mean, and again, even watching everybody online, like there was this girl the other day, she had this marker board and she had all the times down of like what conspired that day, from Lindsay bringing the kids to the doctors and then coming home. And another thing I saw last night was this one, she's a nurse, and she was online, and she said, something that's irking me about these searches that Lindsay supposedly did is she kept in the searches calling them kids this, kids that. And as you guys know, Lindsay was a nurse in the children's part of the hospital and all that.
Pediatrics.
And she said, we don't call them kids. We call them children. So if Lindsay was making these searches, it would say children's this, children's that, not kids.
Yep.
That doesn't make any sense. And then the crushing of the pills.
Oh, yeah.
Another thing that was really weird, of like what would stop him from crushing the pills himself and putting it in the orange juice or something to even maybe drug the kids? Yeah. You know, who knows? I mean, something's
and then there was
with
up. the knife because of like self-infliction. But they said that it would have had to been someone left-handed because of the way it was placed.
Yes.
Not someone who was right-handed, and he's left-handed.
That and what the markings were.
Yes.
That was another thing.
Why would she do it if she's a nurse who knows how to do it?
Exactly.
Yeah, that was another.
Something's just not added up. I have to say, though, her lawyer...
Blessed.
Her lawyer is amazing. Amazing. Now, that lady with the bows pisses me off.
I was listening to someone how... there's other lawyers that are speaking up, or like people who work in law and on TikTok, and I love it because the one woman goes, as a female lawyer, like we have to present, when you go to present at a case, it's more than just what you're saying, it's also how you look. So her putting those bows in here are intentional to find like sympathy towards the kids in infancy and all these other things. But yeah, she's pissing me off too. I listened to some of what she's asking and how she's doing it, and I'm like, girl, I don't think you're the one, or the two, or the three. Yeah.
Well, I know that they were also, because didn't one of her kids survive?
No. But died in hospital, I believe.
Okay, but it was. Hospital. They thought he was going to, or she was going to, or something, and even that timeline's not adding up. They're saying or. I was talking to my mom about it today, or when he's saying that he ran up to her and she was like, the kids are in the basement or something. But then everyone's saying she wouldn't have been able to talk if her thyroid and her neck and all of that was going on. Like, I believe
that was the part with her in the hospital because the doctors couldn't answer if she could speak or whatever. And then there was like they went through the notes, and in there, one of the notes said that she just didn't have like I don't know what the words call it, but she couldn't speak or have a voice or whatever. And so it already confirmed there that in her notes, in like the one person's like, that's not what I said, that's not what I meant. And then it showed there's too much gray area.
Yes. Or even they didn't take the prescription pills out of her nightstand. How are the police investigating this possible self-unaliving?
Yeah.
But you don't take the prescription pills out of the side of her or the Apple Watch.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't know. I personally believe with my whole heart, again, and I felt this even before I knew all the details before Juicy told me, that he had something to do with it.
Yeah,
1,010%.
Because everyone now is just going off of what, like,
because he didn't expect her to survive.
No, that's exactly what it is. I know someone mentioned about conspiracy theories, but if there's a conspiracy theory, it's this one. It's the whole case. It's the thing. But it's so interesting because this is going to be another one of those cases that go down in history. Like we had OJ, Casey Anthony, and then we have this one.
Oh, Casey Anthony.
Yeah,
I'm still.
Well, that's what somebody said. Casey Anthony gets to go out, walk around, and this girl's like, what are we doing here?
Well, I'm wondering, though, like, what happens now with that? Like, if let's just say they have suspicion or they find more, or because I think they took his Surface Top Pro or whatever that computer is called, but I haven't heard anything about it yet, like what they found on it or what happened with it or anything. But I wonder, like, what happens now? Like, will she be like found not guilty or acquitted or something? But then will they go after him?
So they could, if there isn't like a found as a whatever, like if she's not admitted to it, whatever. But right now, the hard part is she technically has a signed document saying she did it. Like that is where it went wrong. Because I remember when this case came out 3 years ago. I remember reading it and I'm like, oh my god, because all it said was postpartum woman kills 3 children or whatever. And we're like, damn. And now that the case is here, it's like, wait a minute. This is one of those. This is how the news gets you, because there was a lot more to this case than that headline.
Yes,
and then, no, because that was the other thing I said. The first thing you didn't do was go and interrogate the husband.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Like I don't know if it's a 101. That class should do it. That 101 class, they should do this case.
I just don't. Well, the internet's doing. I mean, you guys on the internet out there. I mean, honestly, it is the most fascinating thing I've ever seen in my life. You internet sleuths out there, how y'all like compile all this stuff and that's what I mean. Like now, like again, I already had that thought when I first saw that, but now the more stuff that people are putting together about the Lindsay Clancy case and all of that, I'm like, he had something. Like the timelines, the everything, the evidence, the lack of evidence, I mean, it is so amazing to watch, and especially all the nurses that are coming out of the woodwork saying like, I'm a nurse, I'm the same nurse as her. Or that one nurse I heard that they wanted to bring in to be questioned and all of that she worked at the same place that she was put in, but not when she was there. But it was something about like she was put in there on the weekend, and something about the doctors coming to visit her in her room. But like, I forget what that was about. Like it was something. And then the girl said, I used to work there and this is how it goes. They just have like whatever doctor come in, whoever's available on the weekend and all of that. And I heard they wanted to bring her in to sit on the stand because she worked there, because they're having like a hard time finding people that worked there at the time she was in there.
Yeah.
And they want to bring her in, but the lady with the bows is like against it. She's like, I don't.
It's going to debunk her cases, because most of the, if not almost all the doctors who were brought in aren't giving direct answers, because all they are is reading the case notes and saying, did you remember this? Did you put that in there? Because they're just confirming the evidence. And there was this. That was when the one woman. was being questioned on her notes, and I believe she's a psychiatrist, and she like everyone on the internet's like, we need to like suspend her license, or she needs to be reviewed again, because her notes were not matching to what she was saying, because she's like, you're misinterpreting it, and he's like reading it, like even the commas he's reading, like this word comma, he's like, is this what you wrote? And instead of saying yes or no, she's like trying to defend it, which to me is just like, girl, you should have took better notes, because that's your job. That's part of the job.
Well, I just don't understand how her husband moved on so fast and no one found that suspicious.
Or
like,
if they did, nobody
or even him on the stand talking about all of it. There was no emotion. Like, your 3 kids just passed away, even if it was 3 years ago, and you have no emotion.
None.
Like when you're in the courtroom and they're talking about this. I mean, she was crying more than he was. Like,
all she did was cry.
Well, that's what I mean. That's what the only thing that I don't understand, how no one finds that suspicious.
Yeah.
Like, he's supposed to be this husband that's grieving, and his wife was just some crazy lady, and you're not sitting there like having any kind of emotion towards what happened. And then the fact that his new wife is friends with the doctor, that was, I mean, again, there is so many red flags, so many things that don't add up. But don't worry, Nancy Grace is on the case.
Come on, Nancy Grace
is on the case. Top mom, Casey Anthony. She's on the case, and she's ready to go. Ready.
My favorite thing, not favorite thing, the thing I'm going to look forward to is the documentary that's going to come out.
110%. I'm surprised there's not one already.
Yeah, this will probably be one of the most watched top things.
Oh my God,
there.
yeah.
It's going to be. And it's
well, this trial is, I mean, it's everywhere. Everyone's talking about it. I mean, I can't scroll on my FYP without seeing like not 5, but like more videos on this case than anything else. And I don't know if it's just my FYP feeding me that because I'm watching some of them, but it has to be almost every other video. It's like, so this is what I think about it, or here's the timeline, or we need to talk about this husband, or we need to talk about the Service Pro, or we need to talk about the security footage of him going to CVS in the restaurant. Again,
I watched that part
something's
too,
just,
because in his
know.
claim it goes, he was having a hard time to find what was on the shelf because they were bare, and then they show the clip of the security, and it's like, bare, everything's in full stock on the video.
Well, another thing that they said was really, really, really weird is in her phone, or wherever the search was for the kids' Marilax or whatever that's called, someone said she's a nurse. Why would she need to search about Marilax? She would know about Marilax already. You know, why would she need to search something like that? That doesn't even make sense. And that's what I mean. There's too many like inconsistencies that I'm seeing.
What was his job? Do we know?
I don't know. I know that he worked from home for a very long time, because someone said last night that he worked from home even before the pandemic.
So
I don't know what he did for a living, though.
Wait, the person who worked from home and everything happened in their house? That's crazy. What a easy thought to put there, to be like, wait, you know everything in and out of this home? Like when she was away, you were home alone, and you could have moved things around and put things where you needed to go? That's crazy. I never thought about that.
Yep. Something's not adding up. Something's not
like
adding
Hillary
up.
Duff said, the math's not math, and it's her, just that one song, The Math. Wonder just tie her in.
I love how that's how you end this conversation. Well, as Hillary Duff said, the math ain't mathin'. I mean, it's not, though. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's almost like the Casey Anthony case. It's crazy. It is insane. Like the Casey Anthony case. How is your daughter missing for a month and you don't report that she's missing? Yeah. Like, if that's not a red flag, I don't know what is. I don't understand the justice system. I don't get it.
Well, the injustice system.
Honestly, though, because it is how, like, I will never forget the Casey Anthony case, because that's one of those cases, because it was before TikTok and all of this stuff. I remember getting home from work and sitting in front of the TV and watching court TV and watching the whole Casey Anthony case happen. And then she got off. It's like, oh my God.
Yep.
That alone, your daughter missing for 30 days and you not going and finding her, that should have been enough to be like, wait a minute.
Yep.
That sounds a little funny. I mean, I don't know any parents out there that have, what was she, 3, I think? 3 or 4?
Yeah,
that you're 3, that's not like your 10-year-olds miss. I mean, not like that's any better, or your 16-year-old or whatever.
Well, they have like their mobility, cognitive.
Well,
like,
yeah,
this
I
is
mean,
a 3-year-old that's supposed to be watched by
somebody at all times.
Yeah.
And she's missing for a month. And then on top of it, her mom's saying, where's the baby? Where's the baby? Where's the baby? And she's just giving excuse after excuse after excuse until one day the mom was like, no, like literally, like, come on, where is she? And finally, like, she's like, oh, well, she was with Zanny the nanny or what?
whoever, yeah.
Casey Anthony, ooh. She better hope I never see her. I don't know how people let her walk around the streets. I don't understand it. Don't understand it at all, because all of the signs were pointing to her. 1,010%. But if you want to know our thoughts on Lindsay Clancy, there you go.
I don't think Lindsay did it.
No, me either.
And if for some reason she did play a part, she was not a sole person.
No. And that's not up for debate. I'm not going back and forth with anybody. Yeah. That's not, I don't really, to me personally, I mean, well, no, let me just throw this in here. That's not up for debate, and I'm not going back and forth with anybody. I have better things to do than debate people. So if you think she did, good for you. I think that's wonderful. I think you could have any opinion that you want out there. But me personally, I just don't think she did. That's just my opinion.
That's that. Well, that's what I say. Some of this. The other thing that
people are just looking to argue with people too.
And the other thing I'm noticing about this case of not even just the case, but this new online platform.
Sleuth. Do you want to? Sleuths. Okay.
Is that y'all need to calm down. Y'all need touch grass.
Oh, well, we can talk about that too. How the internet is just becoming the most.
People tearing people back and forth over if they did or did not do it. Now, for me, I'm a very logic. So when someone gives me evidence and facts, I'm like, okay, but like if some of the facts aren't clearly there doesn't need to be an argument. It's like, okay, I hear what you're saying, but it also doesn't add up to here. And those are called discussions and dialogue. That's not what's happening. It's literally just people be like, you're an idiot, you're wrong. And it's just like, Y'all stop.
It's not what's happening, because the internet, for some reason, and that's something we could dive into too. The internet, for some reason lately, and I know everyone's talking about this too, has become such a battleground. Yes. Like, it is unbelievable how just like everyone's looking for a fight. Yep. Everybody's looking to pick and nitpick and take this and take that. And actually, I was going to save this for our segment at the end. But even so, if you guys don't know, at the beginning of July, I posted a hair washing video, a funny hair washing video. You guys know I don't like to wash my hair. So I posted a funny hair washing video. I'm like, guys, I don't want to wash my hair. And then I do like a bunch of stuff in the video. And in the video, I say, by the way, it's not my fault. We didn't have power for 2 days, so I wasn't able to wash my hair. You would be shocked by the comments on every single platform, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, of people in the comments trying to tell me that I'm wrong, that you can still have water without power. Like, these people are trying to tell me about my house like I don't live in it. Oh, it is insane how many people I have to say, well, I have well water. So I'm sure that in cities or in communities or something like that, yeah, you can lose power and still have water. The water will just be cold because you don't have power to heat it up and blah, 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 and your water heater and all of that stuff. But I live in the country. I don't have neighbors. I get my water from a well, which has a pump in it, and that pump needs electricity to pump the water from the well up into my house. So if we don't have electricity, that pump is not pumping water up into my house. So yeah, we have water for a little bit. We could probably like flush our toilet like once or twice, but then that's it. The water's gone then. But I love how these people are trying to tell me what's going on in my house and with my water, and how I haven't lived here for 12 years.
Yep.
But they're all looking for a fight. They all want to be know-it-alls, and they all want to know this and know that. You can wash your hair without power. The water will just be cold. No, like literally, babe. I'm letting you, like, the amount of comments, Juicy, on every platform of people saying, you don't need power to wash your hair. You don't need power. What does power have to do with water? What is this? Like, I haven't lived here for 12 years, and
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
There's
like they want to argue with you on your lived experience.
Yep. Yep.
The amount of comments, Juicy. The amount of comments. And then someone will sit there and say, well, you didn't say that you had well water. Well, I didn't know I had to. I didn't know it was going to be this. I didn't know I had to clarify that I had well water at my house because I didn't know that I was going to be like debated on whether you could wash your hair or have water without power. Well, how were we supposed to know you had well water? Well, you didn't, but you still decided to open your mouth.
Yeah.
It is insane, and I completely agree.
Yeah.
The internet's just not fun anymore. No. It's not fun. Everyone's looking for a fight. Everybody's looking to debate you. Everybody wants to debate your lived experiences like you don't live it. It's crazy. Yeah. It's just crazy.
People are just calling people bean soup people now in the comments, which I absolutely love. And I think the best way to handle these people isn't just ignore them, but to literally like that commentary of like even a thumbs up, even like if this is what makes you feel better, that's fine. Like move on. But it's so. There's like I feel like people are forgetting that there's a piece to our brains when we actually make informed decisions and choose to do something, that it comes with all of these like thoughts and experience. Because when we live in a world, we live in the world that we perceive and how we experience it. So when we see other people experience a different world, I genuinely want to know, for these people, do you stop and go, maybe they have a different experience than I do?
Oh,
whatever attribution you use there, whatever's in your brain is missing. Because instead of just stopping, you make the full inference instead of just pausing for 2 seconds.
One person commented, you don't need power to have water, and don't tell me I'm wrong, because I looked all over the internet and I know I'm right. Oh, okay. Okay, so you looked all over the internet and didn't see, I mean, again, and I don't want to be a know-it-all like they're trying to be and say, oh, well, all people with well water, don't have water when they lose power. I don't know what other people have going on in their house. All I know is my house, when we lose, ask Juicy, when we lose, not like I need you to back me up.
Yeah, I got you.
But like when we lose water, when we lose power at our house, which we live in the woods, we live around a bunch of trees, so power outages happen a lot. Sometimes the limbs fall in trees. All I know is that when we lose power, we also lose water. But don't tell me I'm wrong. I looked all over the internet. Oh, okay, babe. Okay, so and also, why would I lie about something like that? Or why would I I didn't know it was going to be that big of a topic, which is that's why I said when they're like, well, why didn't you say you had well water? I didn't know I had to. I didn't know I had to. I didn't know y'all were going to take that one little part out of that. The whole thing and turn it into this.
That's the other. It's the contextualness of it.
Oh, we're missing nuance.
Nuance, complexity,
common sense. I'm learning more and more as time goes on that common sense isn't that common at all, and especially no offense, not no offense to you, but no offense, but you know who most of the comments are from? I'll give you a hint. The most of the comments are from 2 generations. And the one hint is no wonder Z is at the end of the alphabet. And the second generation that these comments are coming from are the ones that everyone online is saying right now can't read, and there's a literacy problem. So they're telling me, these kids, what happens at my house.
Yeah. Yep.
That's the problem with the internet. Everyone keeps saying, oh, well, TikTok's going downhill because all the boomers and everybody's coming from like Facebook and all that. It's not that. It's these damn kids.
Yep.
That's what it is. Them coming in. And because I noticed that a lot of them will comment. So a lot of people will just comment something, just get a rise out of you, or to get a rise out of somebody in the comments. Or remember a couple weeks ago when I was like Nicaragua. And everyone was like, you're saying the N-word with a hard R. I'm literally not Gen Zers. I'm literally not. Nicaragua is a country in Central America. I'm not saying the N-word. You guys just don't know anything.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Well, I know that you're dealing with some comments on your end.
Yep. Yes,
And also,
I am.
I do believe that everyone said like they're bots too. Like there's a lot of
Oh,
bots.
there's definitely a lot of bots. So like, because for me, I know we just talked about this. For me, I'm using some of these pieces because I don't want to argue with people. I also don't like
I don't
reading
have time
people
to.
or doing shit. Like
I
honestly,
block them.
they read them. But like for me, because I am an educator and I want to educate, I literally thought to myself, oh, you know what? How can I make this into an educational moment? Like some girl today, Shelly or whatever her name is, made her comment of like that I'm a male and I'm delusional for transgender. I say it that way because she misspelled transgender. And
Well, they're usually the ugliest people you've ever seen in your life, and also the most illiterate.
I mean, I'm happy she was at Stonewall. She got thrown into the audience as that
She
brick.
was the stone. She was the stone.
But like I'm not gonna read her. Like Life already did that, but I'm gonna educate her. So what did I do? I'm like, if you're gonna use the word male, I want to actually understand if you know the 5 concepts around anatomy of biological sex, and you don't. And I can easily rattle them off, but I cannot just easily rattle them off. I can also explain every single one to you. And I know she can't. So, but now I'm using that as my platform to show people like there's more complexity than just using these words. It's why I don't argue. It's literally why I don't argue with people.
Well, you have to remember, you're arguing with basically rock. I mean, these people are so close-minded. What's the point of going back and forth with them? They are, half of them, again, are illiterate. Half of them don't know what they're talking about. Half of them are just spewing, because if you notice, they all say the same thing, word for word.
Yeah.
They're not all just have this. It's because they're hearing it from somewhere else and using it. If I have to hear one more time, shave your beard, you're not a woman, you'll never be a woman, you'll never. Oh my God.
Honestly,
like, why are you all so worried about me?
Your next show should be called Shave Your Beard.
Oh my God. It's crazy. It's so weird. But the internet is definitely like.
Well, I just recently saw another TikToker who I agree with. She was like, for anyone that has those algorithms of just constantly people bickering and arguing, you did that yourself. Because for me, I intentionally go find the people. Because I thought about this and yes, there's the Lindsay stuff and whatnot that's happening. That I chose because I do follow true crime TikTokers, and so I already knew that was going to come up my end. But anything where I see someone really like trying to do a hard clapback or this like thing, I just immediately scroll, and I actually now go into my search bar and look for people I used to find funny to be like, why aren't you coming back? And I'm now going through theirs going, oh, I miss laughing at skits. I miss laughing at stupid dances people do. Like we lost all forms of trends, because the trend now is that what the internet really wanted was drama, and we already knew that. But like y'all really coming for drama, and you don't want entertainment, you don't want excitement, you don't want joy, which is also why I know people love us. People find joy in us. People find that who we are on the internet, it's like a breath of. I can only like. I'm not trying to blow smoke up each other's dresses or whatever, skirts or whatever the saying. I don't want to say ass because you'd have to bleep it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got it? No biggie. Got it.
But like, imagine seeing us and you're scrolling, and we're not bickering. There's none of that. It's just, oh, here's someone enjoying their day.
Well, I've said this for a long time, though, and you might remember me saying this, because this is nothing new. It's nothing new. It's just more people are doing it now.
Yeah.
I've always said that anytime there's a drama going on or anything like that, it's like everybody has to give a think piece on it. Like they're writing a paper for college, and like, here's my, this person said this. Well, here's my think piece on it. And I've always said it's just a bunch of people saying the same thing in different fonts. Yeah. That's all it is. Ooh, we're having Roxy's trying to
she'll escape. She's escaping.
She's got a gun. No, we put a gate up so that the dogs stay in the kitchen with JB, and Roxy was sniffing it and it knocked over. But no, it's literally just, it's everybody saying the same thing. You can watch 3 videos of people giving their think pieces on whatever drama is going on, and they're all literally saying the same thing, just in different fonts, in their different dialects or the way they talk or using different words, but they're all saying the same thing.
Well, part of my TikTok's coming up now where people are saying the same thing. Like, you can go to different creators and they're saying word for word what other people are saying. This one TikToker took 6 different profiles and like clipped them like they said it, then they said it, then they said it, and like, and then it's not just that sentence. They like played all 6 in different ways to show that they were saying the exact. And some of them changed maybe 1 or 2 words. It's practically the same thing. And specifically, this was like their motivational people out there. And it's like, and then she literally goes, just to let you know, this is what they're reading from, and like pulls up where you could find it. And she's like, I'm not saying what they're doing is wrong, but like, there's no originality, there's no organic. So, and then she also like clips in like, don't buy these courses, it's a scam. But like, I just thought that was so interesting because that's really happening right now. People are just taking other people's things and word for word doing it. And here's the thing, like, if we already knew we were going to have a decline on original thought and organicness and authenticity because of AI. Because AI, that's what AI does. And that's actually like one thing I've been paying attention to because as a professor, associate professor, I know I have to pick that.
I'm an associate professor.
I'm an associate professor. Officially. Next week.
Congratulations.
Next week. But that's one thing I was thinking of, like, how am I going to, as a person who's going to read their papers, make sure it has that organicness? But that's the key, is I'm going to end up saying, if they all start sounding the same, I'm going to be like, listen, y'all papers sound too similar. And that's not how we write. It's true. But that also, and in that's also how people are speaking, or they're not, because they're not speaking. They're probably reading something or going through something, and like, I think that's why maybe our disabilities are a good thing, because I enjoy stuttering sometimes or mispronouncing words or something, because that's honestly, y'all keep doing what you're doing, because you're making me look more organic, because I'm just making this stuff up.
Well, and also I'm the kind of person that if I don't give my opinion unless someone asks it. If someone comments and goes, Dante, what's your opinion on this? Then I give it. But other than that, I don't want to talk about what everybody else is talking about. I don't want to be following the leader. I don't want to be, everyone's talking about this, so I better talk about it. Now, me taking something that everybody's talking about, making it into a skit, that's a little different. But
yeah,
I don't need to sit there and give a 3-minute think piece on every little thing that's happening, because everybody's doing it. And you brought it up before. It's the drama. Yeah. Everybody's addicted to drama. And it's just gotten worse and worse. Because like I said, I've been saying this for the past couple years, that everyone's saying the same thing, just in different fonts. But now it's ramped up so much more because people out there saw, people like this drama. That's where I'm getting the views. That's where I'm getting all of this stuff, because then people like to argue in the comments and people like to do all that stuff. So now there's people out there that used to do fun stuff and used to be fun and used to do all this, that now is just sitting there in front of their camera and giving these think pieces that everybody else is doing. And I think it's just coming to a head where it's just too much. Like, it's just too many think pieces, too many opinions, too much of it all. And again, not only is a lot of the videos coming up on my FYP about the Lindsay Clancy case, but a lot of them are people complaining about this and complaining about how it's just not fun anymore. No. It's not fun anymore. People used to go to their phone to escape and laugh and dance and all of that stuff, and now people are going to their phone to get their fix of the drama, or their fix of who are we canceling this week because they used a plastic bag instead of a tote bag. Like, it is that deep and it is that serious. That's what people, I mean, it's insane.
But you're not wrong. I'm laughing because you're not wrong.
It's insane. People wanted to cancel me for saying Nicaragua, and I was saying a country in Central America, and they were trying to accuse me of saying the N-word, because everyone is just addicted to the drama and addicted to canceling people and destroying people and tearing people down, and it's sick. It's weird. It's sad. It's so sad.
Majority of people don't have emotional regulation.
That's
that is a big piece of what's happening, is because the minute they see something, they get this intense emotion, unsure why, because emotional intelligence, everyone wants.
All right, everyone, be quiet. We're learning something, okay? Associate Professor Juicy's about to spit some facts, so pay attention. I'm ready. Go ahead.
Because the emotional intelligence, everyone wants it. Why? Because it looks good. It looks good to say, I'm emotional intelligent. I have this.
Or here's my opinion.
Yeah, and it's like, you know what, you're having, and then they tie it to empathy and compassion and sympathy, and I say, like, the empathy chasers are the people I hate most because they're like, I'm a great empath and all these other things, and I'm like, first of all, calm down, because if you were, you wouldn't need to say it, so let's start there. But a lot of people who don't have that emotional regulation, is the first step to emotional intelligence is to regulate your own emotions, and if you can't do that, you can't be a good emotionally intelligent person, because the first step is yourself. The second step
Why are you
is
looking
other
at me
people.
while you're saying all
well,
this?
sorry, I just, because you're my co-host.
What are you trying to say?
No, I got you.
Can I regulate?
Yeah, you're good. Well, you can. I sit with you with it. Yeah, you do it at your speed for it's different. That's all. It's okay. Everyone's regulation time
You're
patterns.
looking at me like people would emotionally, and I'm like,
people who need.
are you? Is this play about me?
No, if you feel attacked, I don't mean to.
joking.
No, it's okay.
The opportunity to make the joke was there because you were staring at me, and I was just, it was there.
No,
I
it's
just had to
good.
say
I
that.
put the target right here. So
Usually the target's
thank
my
you
lower
for
back.
cutting your intervention. I didn't know I was going to say. We waited 40 minutes to get to this thing.
You were just
and-
easing me into.
Yeah. Emotional intelligence right here. I waited. I knew.
Actually, this whole episode is just juicy. Just
Actually,
letting me know.
I let Dante pick the theme, and I was like, how can I slide this in? Perfect! Look at that. Timing.
anyway, I did not mean to interrupt
No.
you. Go ahead, because it's very interesting. It is very interesting.
But that's what it comes down to. It's like when people see things, and I used to be a more heavier reactor, but through the last 5 years, because that's when I made my promise to myself to react a lot less to things. It's slowly, because there's certain things I see and I'm like, I want to comment, and I'm like, hold up. I don't know this person. I don't know what their day is. I don't know who they are. But if I have to listen just to the information, I'm going to just take the information in. And I have two options: to do nothing with it or to do something with it. And a lot of times we're doing nothing with it. But lately, everyone wants to go over to the let's do something about it, because they're trying to calm their emotional regulation by affirming their comments instead of sitting with it, putting their phone down, and going to do anything else.
Well, that's like this girl I saw that actually I saw her this morning, and she said, you know how I know I'm mature is because when I'm scrolling and I see something I don't like, I just keep scrolling.
Yep. It's true.
It's true. It's so true.
true.
And how many people, it's amazing to me to sit there and think, because I'm the same way. If I'm scrolling and I see something I don't like, or someone has an opinion that's different than mine, or blah, 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 I don't sit there and like write a paragraph, go back and forth with them. I just keep scrolling, because for me, it's not that deep. I don't need to insert myself in something that I'm not supposed to be, or I'm not, you know what I mean? Like, I have my opinion, you have your opinion, and I'm going to move on with my day. I'm not going to sit there and debate and go back and forth with you to try and waste my time trying to change your opinion or anything like that. But there are some people out there that just can't help themselves when they're scrolling and they see someone that's different than them, or they're scrolling and they see someone with a different opinion of them, or they're scrolling, they don't have that self-control to not do that. And I think that is so fascinating, and it's so true. Like, I think we were talking about it a couple weeks ago. Like, there was this girl and she makes these things online and everyone's so mean to her, like so mean to her, and it just shows that you are just so emotionally inept that you have no control over yourself, and that you have to spew or have to do this. Me personally, and I know there's some people out there that do it like a sport, and they love going back and forth with people in the comments of videos, or they love going back, and that's fine. Great for you. If that's how you want to spend your time and waste your life doing that, that's perfectly fine with me. It has no effect on my life. All I know is that when I'm scrolling and I see something I don't like, or I see someone with an opinion that's different than me, or someone's wearing a dress that I might think is ugly, I don't go in the comments and be like, oh, that dress is hideous. I scroll on, because them knowing my opinion isn't like, it doesn't, I already know my opinion probably doesn't matter to them. And even if I did say, ew, that dress is hideous, I know it would probably hurt their feelings or give them a complex or something like that. So I'm mature enough to go, you know what? Okay.
Yeah.
Scroll away. But it's just fascinating to me. And I'm agreeing with what you're saying, that people, again, don't know, like you said, I was going to bring that up, putting your phone down. I've noticed I've been doing that a lot more lately.
Yep.
This past like couple weeks, I've been like, I even did it last night. Last night I was sitting there and I'm like, okay, JB went to bed. It's Sunday night. I'm going to doom scroll for a little bit. So I sat there and I scrolled for maybe like a half hour. And then at one point I was like, and I literally like took my phone and I was like, okay. Putting it down. I don't want to, I am so sick of everybody, and I put on The Real Housewives of New Jersey because I'm rewatching that. So I was like, I'm going to put this on, and I'll just, because you get so sick of it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, my God.
I mean, the entertainment of whatever doom scrolling isn't really there anymore for me for that same reason. Mm-hmm. But like,
I get bored. I'm like, my
same.
God.
I get bored, and then I started looking into my guilty pleasures of like when I went like Digimon. I know. I'll just let you all know. I like Digimon.
I like Digimon too. Yeah. So don't laugh at Juicy too much.
But I will go find creators who are in anime, and then I remember there's this other part to my brain that's like, that's right, you like anime and those nerds, because that used to be a portion of my algorithm because it was a nostalgic thing, and then I was like, I don't want to just watch that. I want to listen to real. Nope, I'm going back to that because at least it's entertaining. Actually, because of that, there was 2 movies that came out. One came out last year and in 2017, and they I believe they were Chinese anime, and I saw that, so I put my phone down and watched them because I was like, that's what I miss, where I look at something else like, and then like I want to go watch it or do it. That's why I started watching, and then I'm intentionally looking for travel vloggers because I was like, where are you traveling? Because I want to travel there, and then I want to see what you're doing. But I also am not a big fan of travel bloggers because the way some of y'all do it is so inauthentic. So I make sure, and what I look for is like, is this a real vlog or is this this tastes good? Like what vibe is it giving?
Well, and also I sit there and I see a lot of people saying like, oh, I miss, fun creators. I miss creators having fun, and I miss this and I miss that. And like,
well, we did, and then what did one of you say?
We're having fun.
Did we ever put
Juicy
the phone
and I
down?
are having,
Is that what they said?
Juicy and I are having fun. You could come follow us. We're having fun, and we don't sit there and talk about what everybody else is talking about. We go do things and doing adventures, and we want to make people laugh and feel good and have a good time and all of that. But I think people out there also sit there and say, oh, I miss fun creators. Where are the fun creators at? And I don't really think they mean it. No. I really don't think they mean it because people are just too addicted to drama. They love drama. We used to get our drama from reality TV. Now we get it from actual people's lives.
Yeah. And honestly, some of them aren't even good dramas.
Like I said, I brought up the 10 minutes ago. Like someone could be using a plastic bag instead of a tote bag, and people
That's not
will
the drama I want.
blow up over it. Who cares? Who cares? I've said that for years. Half the stuff that people talk about online or those think pieces or all that, I sit there and think, who cares? Who cares?
Yep.
Who cares what some chick is doing over here or what some guy, who cares? Who cares? Because you know what's going to happen is we're going to sit here from Monday to Sunday, and that's all everyone's going to talk about is this and this and this and this. And then guess what? Monday's going to roll around and no one's going to talk about it, and we're going to be on to the next person because that's how sick and weird and how not trendy, but how it just happens. Like when you're not involved in it, like Juicy and I, like when you're not involved in like the think pieces and the drama and all of that, and you're sitting there watching it like play out in front of you, you notice the patterns. That's exactly what happens. That's why I always say, oh, everyone's up in arms about this creator doing this or this creator doing that. Just give it a week. No one's going to be talking about it. Like when Alex Reed's tarot, turned to Christianity and all of that.
Yeah,
you don't hear about that anymore. But for that whole week, that's all everybody talked about. And now you don't hear a thing about it. Or when Bran Flakes, the creator Bran, went and did the... You don't hear about that anymore, but you'd swear he shot his dog, like, because people were so enraged and all that. And then Monday rolled around.
Didn't that girl do it? And that's also moved on.
Oh, yeah. That's what I mean. It's insane. The internet is insane. That's why I stay in my lane. I do my own thing, and I try not to do or concentrate on what anybody else is doing because I don't want to be like everybody else. I don't want to, there are good creators out there.
And they're still out there. Like, I love...
There are. And I want all of them to get their flowers because there's some creators out there that people just brush past or don't really give their flowers to. And I wish that they did because there are some creators out there that genuinely do it, like Juicy 9, genuinely do it because we love it and we love making people laugh and we love making people feel good and we love sharing our lives with people. It's just we get hidden by
definitely algorithms,
all this stuff,
other things. Because I run somebody else's account just to make educational content. Like, for them, they pay me to do that. And the amount of I will say, for me, I love that I'm getting an influx of people who want help, who want advice. But even that, I notice the only time I'm ever getting bigger notification is if I'm replying to someone's comment in a negative way, even though I don't even though I'm not doing it negatively.
Yep.
Even if
it's
I'm
true.
not doing it negatively, like the last girl I just did. I mean, I was like, I did say, you're very uneducated with this comment because it's true. And then gave a very graceful answer I didn't tear her down, but I definitely called her out in the sense of her comment. And that is going up. But then 2 days ago, I was like talking about something I loved and had passion for. And that got like nowhere near as much. And I'm like,
Well, remember when you could go on TikTok and be like, I learned something new today. This person taught me this, or this person taught me that. That doesn't happen anymore.
No.
That does not happen anymore. And what you said about that is so true because, as you guys know, like I do skits, shopping vlogs, eating vlogs, all that kind of stuff. And even like a couple months ago when I posted like the top 5 celebrities that I have blocked on all my social medias, that video went insane because it's negative. It's talking about people you probably don't like. It's talking, and I it was a little experiment I wanted to do because it's not my normal content. It's not something that I don't believe in making content to tear other people down so that I could get. I want to post what I want to post and what I like and what makes me feel good. And tearing other people down doesn't make me feel good. No. It doesn't make me feel good at all. But if other people do it, that's fine. And I know that that's what gets the views and the likes and all of that. But someone asked me, who are your top 5 people that you have, celebrities that you have blocked? So I was like, I'm going to make a video. But you know what I'm not going to do? Give a reason why I have them blocked.
And you don't need.
And guess what? Though everyone in the well, why aren't you giving reasons why you have these people blocked? I need reasons why you have these people blocked. I did that on purpose because I knew that y'all just salivate for the reasons, for the drama. You salivate for the back and forth. Yeah. The back and forth. So if I sat here and gave you the reasons why I have Meghan Trainor, but then it's gonna be a back and forth and all of that. And I don't have time to sit there and talk about other people. I don't really care to sit there and talk about other people. I don't really care. I don't have the time to sit there and tell you why I don't like Meghan Trainor. I just don't like her, okay? Like
I mean, that speaks to though is like how many of you can actually really be comfortable with someone's opinion without needing justification? Like maybe I'm just that person because a lot of times when people say anything, I go, oh, okay. And you don't need to know why. Why would I need to know why? Is there something? And then I look at if someone needs to feel they need to tell me, I'm going to trust that they're telling me probably to let it out for themselves. Probably because sometimes it is hard to sit there and be like, I just need to tell someone because I'm keeping this to myself. But a lot of times this would be me. Okay. Why? Because I don't care. I don't care why you don't like this thing. I don't care why you don't do that thing. What I am curious in is if like it's educational or important or has bigger meaning or I don't know, like something like if you're like, I love camping, I might go, why? But in the sense of like, I want to know why that's something you enjoy because I care about you and I find that fascinating. But if you were like, I don't really like this, I'm like, okay, the only thing I need to know is you don't like this.
Oh no, I completely agree.
There's nothing else. Like there doesn't need to be so much like like if that explanation for someone makes or breaks them wanting to follow you or something like.
I've said that. I block people. I block people like it's my hobby. I don't really care. I don't really care that much. I did the video because people asked. I did it. I didn't give the reasons why I don't follow them for a reason. Because it was just, I didn't want to open up this whole conversation. I could sit there and say, well, I don't follow Meghan Trainor because I don't like her. I don't like her music. I think she's a sellout. And also she works with Lou Taylor, who had Britney Spears in the conservatorship. So that's why I don't mess with her. And I'll never mess with her. But I'm not going to sit there and say that. And then someone in the comments be like, well, how do you know that's all true? And how do you know? And even when you give facts to people, they don't care.
True.
They don't care. They'll say it's fake. They'll say it's not true. So I don't have the time to just sit there and talk about other people and go back and forth with other people. And I don't have the time. It's not something that fills my cup. I'd rather do things that fill my cup than go back and forth with other people online. It's just, or debate them, or I don't care if you're a fan of mine. I don't care if you hate me. I don't care any of that. I don't care if you like me, hate me, or love me. I'm not going back and forth with you because you have a different opinion than me. Yeah. I'm just not. I have better things to do with my life, and I'm not put on this earth to change your opinion. I'm just not. I'm here to live my life, have a good time, and if you're here for a good time, I'm here for a good time too. Let's do this. That's the way I think about it.
Yeah.
I'm not into drama. I didn't get sober to have drama in my life. I'm good. I'm good. If you guys want to kill each other on the internet, go for it. I'm not. But really quick, before we end this podcast, can we just please tell them about the escape room?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. You know what? Let's talk about something fun.
Okay, guys, really
Let's
quick.
talk about something
So,
fun.
no, because we have about 10 minutes left, and I just really got it. I actually forgot about it until halfway when we were talking about this.
I was about to go, when did we do an escape room?
So
that's...
I remember.
I know. Well, once you hear this, you know why I don't remember.
So, guys, as you guys remember, last week on the podcast, Juicy and I told you how we were going to do an escape room after dinner. So... Pardon me. So when we were in Philadelphia, we recorded the episode of the podcast. Then Juicy and I went to dinner, and then after dinner, we were going to do an escape room. So guys, it was those kind of escape rooms where if there's only two of you, they add other people into the room with you. So at one point, Juicy looks at me and goes, "Okay, so there's 8 spots, and Dante, now there's only one. Or no, there was 8 people allowed in the room. We took 2 of the spots,
so there's
and then
6 left.
And then Juicy goes, "There's 6 left," and then a couple hours later, they go, "Oh my God, there's only 1 spot left." I said, "So we have to do this room with 5 other people?" And Juicy's like, "Yeah." And we're like, "Well, what should we do? Should we go? Should we not go?"
And the thing that upset me was I monitor all day and there was nobody. Even though we were at dinner, I'm like, "What should we do?" And I was like, "Oh, we're okay." And there were other spots open. Nobody took any other spot.
And Juicy and I wanted to do it by ourselves. We were excited to do it
me
by
and Dante
ourselves.
Really
and
good with each other. We're
and all of that. So we're like, you know what? Let's just, instead of canceling it, instead of all of that, let's just go. Let's go. Maybe it'll be fun.
Good people.
Let's go. What's the best that can happen? Let's go see. So guys, we get to the escape room. And we walk down the steps, and I know that there's supposed to be 5 other people with us, but there's only this lady and her teenage daughter. And at the time, I didn't know. So I was like, "Oh, this lady and her teenage daughter." I said, "Oh, okay, well, they don't seem that bad."
They actually seem friendly. They said hi to us.
I was like, okay. So then the guy that runs the escape room goes, "Oh my God, you guys are all here early, so you guys can start early." And we're like, okay. And the mom was really nice. She's high-fiving us. "My name's this. We can't wait to do the escape room with you." Blah, blah, blah. So we had to sign some stuff, and we're sitting in the waiting room, and Juicy's standing by the desk. I'm sitting on the couch with the mom and the teenage daughter. And all of a sudden, the dad walks out of the bathroom with not 1, but 2 8-year-old twin girls. I thought, oh my God, I'm about to be locked in a room with these 2 twin 8-year-old girls. What have I gotten myself into? I almost looked at Juicy and I was going to be like, "Oh, Juicy, my stomach hurts. I don't know if we could do this." And I was going to whisper to Juicy, "I'll just give you the money and let's just get out of here." But I thought, you know what? Let's try it. Let's just see what happens. Again, the mom, the dad, the teenage daughter, they all seemed like nice people. We were like, let's go in and do this. Let's go see what's going to happen. Guys, it was the worst hour of my life. It was the worst hour of my life, guys. The twin girls were screaming. They were loud. They were playing with the locks. I actually thought they were to reset.
They reset one of them. They did reset one of them.
I personally, and let me just put it this way. I understand that like there's people online that don't want kids here and don't want kids there. The only thing I don't understand, I don't really care where you bring your kids. Do I think that there's certain places that kids shouldn't be? Yes. And actually, I think this escape room was one of them because I don't understand why you would bring your 8-year-old twin girls to this. I don't know what an 8-year-old is supposed to do in this escape room. I mean, they can't solve puzzles. Nope. They can't. What is the use here? Like, what they were screaming.
And before anyone comes for anyone, both Dante and I were very patient because
we were very
gave
patient.
Them the key. You could say you can unlock
I gave them the key a couple times.
Yes.
Let me make that very clear. I was trying to be, not trying. I even said to JB, I was very kind. I wasn't, blah, 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 blah. And like, if I found a key, I'd give it to one of the girls and go, why don't you go open it? Where the other girl, I'd say, here's another key, go open that one. And I was trying to include them. And
you did very good with that. I know with me, I was like,
you're very direct.
I was like, we want to turn it upside down. And when she didn't do it, I grabbed it and said, like that. And then she's like, can I do this one? I was like, I just did it.
Like, we were on the walkie-talkie and we're like, blah, blah, blah. And as we're trying to get clues and trying to get help, they're screaming and it was so hard to hear in there, and then we're locked, and also the escape room business is in a basement, so we're in a basement. It got really hot. We were in this tiny room. They're screaming and running around. It was just, oh my God, it was horrible. So at one point, Juicy and I are in the escape room, and there's one of those puzzles in it where one person has to stand on one behind a wall, and then you're on the other side of the wall, and the one person has to use a magnet, and the other person has to guide the person. Like, go up, okay, go to the left. So at one point, Juicy and I are just like, okay, these people don't know anything that they're doing. Well,
these people have never been to an escape room in that show.
No.
Because the mother...
At one point, she looked at me and goes, have you tried, for one of the combination locks, she goes, have you tried 1000? Lady, if they made it 1000, what would the point of the escape room be? Yeah. What are you talking about,
Although
babe?
her teen daughter, brilliant.
Oh, my God.
Brilliant.
The teenage daughter was smart. Amazing, smart. Oh, my God. So great. But so anyway, so we're doing the magnet thing on the wall. Juicy and I look at Juicy, I said, let's me and you do this, and let them just run around and do whatever.
Because there were other things to unlock.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah. But Juicy and I were like, this is a good team thing. I could direct Juicy while they're on the mom walks over and goes, girls, they're doing this thing, so come over. Come on, this is a team effort. We got to be a team. We got to do these puzzles together. Juicy and I were like, lady, what are you doing? All 7 of us don't need to do this wall thing. So I walked away. I was like, okay, I can't have everybody screaming things at me and screaming things at Juicy. So I just walked away. And at one point, guys, we had 16 minutes left. I sat on the bench. Yep. There was 2 benches in there. Yeah. I just sat down and I was like, I can't wait to get the hell out of here. I was going, and then the guy comes over the speaker and goes, come on, guys, you just can't sit around. There's a bunch of other puzzles to do. And I'm like, shit, he's watching me. Like, damn, and then.
Although some of their locks didn't unlock.
Yeah, it was.
Because there was 2 of them. We tried the exact numbers that we're supposed to do it several times, and it did not unlock.
But so at this point, towards the end of the thing, so we got out with 2 seconds left. But what Juicy and the family didn't know, and what they didn't see, is that at one point we only had 16 seconds left. And one of the little girls came over to me, because they were all in the other room, because there was 2 rooms. So the little girl comes over to me and goes, how much time do we have left? And I said, oh, that says 16 seconds. And she goes, oh, I wish we had like 10 more minutes left. And then I was like, oh, me too. And I was like, no, I don't. Because at this point, my chest is hurting.
Yeah.
I'm hot. I think I'm having like a little bit of a panic attack. Like, because my chest was like, it felt very tight and very like, because the screaming and the lack of airflow and everything.
It was a lot.
So what they didn't see is the guy actually instead of 16 seconds, he put 1 minute and 30 seconds on the clock to give us more time. So when we got down with 2 more seconds, everyone's cheering and everyone's having fun. And I'm just standing there like, yeah, you guys don't know that he gave us like some extra time.
Thanks for letting me live that accomplishment.
Well, so we leave. And the first place I hit is the bathroom. I'm like, I have to pee. My chest is hurting, blah, blah, blah. So I walk out of the bathroom and the mom's there, and Juicy goes to the bathroom and the mom's there. And they're like, come on, we need to all take a picture. We got it done, blah, 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 blah. She's like, come on, Dante and Juicy. And I was like, oh, Juicy's in the bathroom. So they all go in this room to take the picture. Juicy walks out. I said, Juicy, let's get the hell out of there. Juicy goes, you don't want to pick? Juicy goes, well, me and you could take a picture. I said, I don't want a picture. I need to get the hell out of here. I flew up those steps, guys. And as soon as I opened the door out onto the street and took a breath of fresh air, my chest pains went away. And I looked at Juicy and said, that was hell on earth for me. Being locked in a room for an hour with two 8-year-old twin girls just screaming and running around and like trying to help, but they didn't know what the hell was going on. I said, it was 8 o'clock on a Monday. What do you have your 8-year-old kids out for?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think school went back yet, but
no, but I agree, because the one thing I could also tell was the parents didn't have the kids guided as much as I thought she would have, or the father as well. Although the father was very quiet, so I was just like,
well, he was probably overwhelmed too, because literally, okay, me personally, if I was a parent, which I never will be, but if I was a parent and I was going to do this escape room with strangers, I would look at my kids and say, okay, guys, we're going to be in this room with other people, so we got to respect them. Yeah. We got to keep it down. We're going to be doing puzzles. We need to concentrate, blah, blah, blah. You can tell none of that happened.
No. Well,
none of that happened.
They were more intrigued, like the way I think we handled them, I wish the mom did, right? Mm-hmm. Like, all right, we have this puzzle, so we need to think about it this way, but because if I took that first card, I would have been like, geez.
And then she picked it up again. We already did it.
I remember all of that. I wasn't nice to the mom. I mean, I was nice, but I was direct with that mother, very hard direct, because my competitive side came out, and I was like, we're doing this. Also, I just want to get out of the room as fast as possible.
We already did the one clue. Okay, and you guys know, I mean, if you've ever done an escape room, when you do a clue, it's done then. You put it to the side, it's done, it doesn't mean anything else. She kept picking up this damn card, y'all, and saying, I think this still means something. Like, look there's a 1 and a 1, and we're like, lady, we already did
right,
that.
And I'm literally just saying, we already did it.
It's done.
And then the one clue, this is when I hate escape rooms, when too many people are working on the one clue. Because in the second clue, I literally said, put it in the mirror. I think I said it 4 times. Mm-hmm. And literally, that was what we had to do. Mm-hmm. We just couldn't get as far because it was like, I'm not seeing anything. And then she's grabbing it well, it could be this thing. And I'm like,
and then she takes out her phone at one point and goes, maybe we could ask Chat GPT.
Oh God. Yep.
The guy said you're allowed to use your phone for a flashlight and a calculator. Mm-hmm. That's what you're allowed to use your phone for, not to look things up. Yep. At one point, she's on the walkie-talkie with him. The guy that ran the room for us, that was helping us, his name was Dante too. Oh, yeah. She's on the walkie-talkie going, Dante, now you said we could use our phones, and I'm trying to look something up in here. Can you give me the Wi-Fi pat? Lady.
Yes, I forgot about that, because I looked at you and I was like, what is she doing? Yep.
Guys, it was horrible. Mm-hmm. It was horrible. I mean, I'm happy that we could laugh about it now. We can look back on it now. But, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Next time me and you are in Center City and we go do an escape room, I'm paying the extra money to have just us in the room, because me and you would have got out of there
we were close.
Oh my God.
So fast.
No, if it was me and you would have got out there in, I want to say, a half hour. Mm-hmm. If it was just me and you, we would have got that down pat. But that's why at 16 minutes, that's why I sat down, because I thought in my head, there's too many cooks in the kitchen. Yep. And I'm sitting down.
I mean, I'm not. I will say, I'll give my applause for getting that horseshoe.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. That was, again, it was.
Because that was the other thing. I get that they wanted to use the magnet, and honestly, I'll thank the dad for this one, because that's when he's like, we got this. You are with your mom doing the other puzzle. So I remember him going pick one, but we already have this one, and it only takes 2 people. And I think that's the kind of guidance I was hoping the mom would have given. Not everyone come over here. No, the mom needed to be okay, we're going to work on this together, but this one, not 14 others. Don't focus on what other people are doing. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, when me and you were about to work, when you and I were about to work on the magnet one, and she goes, "Come on, everybody, Dante and Juicy are working on this. We all have to work on these things together." I'm thinking we don't need 7 people to do this.
No.
Juicy and I could do this, and while you guys are looking in other things or looking for other clues, Juicy and I could do this. We don't need 5 people yelling to Juicy what direction to go.
Yeah.
Like that. It's not like that. I mean, yes, our escape room's a team thing, and you're supposed to be a team and do it.
But why
and all
they
that.
ended up doing that, I was like, there has to be other things. There can't be just one thing. And there was. There were several other things they could have done because there was that bag of money and the weight. I was like, well, that makes sense. If you put the money on the thing, it gives you a number. We just have to figure it. It just.
It was horrible. It was horrible. Being locked in an escape room with, again, 2 8-year-old twin girls, I was contemplating a lot. I really and truly was. I was just like, oh my God. Guys, I swear to God, I was this close to hitting the little green button by the door and just walking out. And just because I mean, we were 20 minutes in, and at one point I was like, I don't know if I could do this for another 40 minutes. Like, I don't know if I could stay in this room with the screaming and the yelling and the running around and the mommy and the look at this and what is this and what is this? Is this something? Is this some? Is this something? And they were like, Dante, could you give us another clue? And they're like, he's like, the picture is the eye of the storm, and the little girl. And I'm just like, oh my God! Like,
yeah, it was.
I have such a headache.
The
Like,
screaming. I just remember I took a deep breath, and anywhere they walked, I dropped what I was doing and walked away.
Oh, it was horrible.
Yeah.
It was horrible. And Juicy and I said, I think the reason why we decided to go do it and just find out what happened is because we maybe thought it was going to be some adults, like maybe 5 other adults or 5 other teen kids or 5 other, young adults or something. You know what I mean? Not a family. I just didn't expect that. And I understand they have, I'm not saying again, kids this and kids that. I know that they have escape rooms for kids. But that's what I was thinking the whole entire time. Why would you bring your kids into such an advanced room? What could they possibly help with other than putting a key in a lock? I mean, that's why I gave it to them. I was like, because they couldn't read, they couldn't
do anything. Yeah, literally, like there was that one thing where the teenager got it after the numbers, the count adding those. It's brilliant.
She was so smart.
But when we're reading it, like you could tell their skills on comprehensions aren't developed. They're 8. Right, and that's what they're in the middle of. So as we're reading it, it's like, well, that's what this says, and I was like, well, there's a full paragraph.
Let me put it this way: I'm sure they can add 2 + 2, but they can't put 2 and 2 together. Yeah. Let me put it that way. Like if you're bringing your 8-year-old kids to an escape room, I'm sure they are educated and all of that. But to have that like knowledge of like a puzzle, like so this is saying this, which means we have to go over here. Yeah. They don't have that. They don't know what that. To them, they're just running around a room looking for stuff. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's not logical like thing. It was just, guys. It
wasn't fun.
It wasn't fun. It was.
And I've done room with strangers before.
Oh, me too. But that's what I mean.
But this one was the worst out of. I thought the last one I did was the worst. No, I lied. This one because the last one I did with strangers, they were probably 17, 18 around that age.
Wouldn't even have minded that, honestly. I really wouldn't have.
The only reason why that was terrible was because 2 of them were homophobic. That was the only thing that made it bad. Because you could tell they were uncomfortable, and I remember because the friend I had with me, I remember I go, you have 2 options. We can either get through this together for the next hour, or I'm going to make your next hour a living hell if this is the way you're going to treat me. Because their other friends were great. Like the one girl was like, she was cute, she was nice. We talked a little bit. It was like, we don't have no life stories. We just have to work on puzzles together. But those 2 refused to work with me on certain puzzles that we needed 2 people for. And it was to me it was obvious, but to them I don't think they were thinking they were obvious. And they were like, oh, I'm going to work on this thing that's already done. And I was just like, if I have to hold this rope by myself, I'm going to lose my mind.
See, I don't think a lot of people appreciate it there, how much self-control I have. I mean, I am being so real with y'all. When I tell y'all, sometimes it amazes me the self-control I have. Because again, I was going to hit that button, but you know what I didn't want? I didn't want to cause a scene. I didn't want to be difficult. I didn't want to be any of that stuff. I figured, why not include them? Let's include them. Let's give them a key to open something. Let's do, guys. It was hard. That's why when Juicy looked at me and said, "Don't you want a picture of me and you after we did it?" I said, "Juicy, I don't want to remember this. I want to get the hell out of here."
And guess what? I didn't. Because when you were like, the room escape, I was like, it's been a while since we've done one.
You blocked it out already.
Out of my bad memories. Don't stay long up here. I promise you that. Promise you that.
Guys,
Hillary Duff date, I got you down.
Guys, it was rough. Otherwise, honestly, the whole entire trip was so much fun. And I'm happy that Juicy and I can like laugh about it now. But oh my God, guys, it was horror. It was wow.
You know what? If you ever go to a room escape and check the age.
Check the age. Well, in all honesty, though, like, no offense to people that own escape rooms. I had a girlfriend that owned escape rooms. You should have an age limit on some of them. No offense. I mean, I think maybe even 13 is a good, cutoff or whatever you want to do. But I think having young kids in like an escape room that's like 4-star difficulty out of 5 is insane. It's just, it makes no sense whatsoever. Why even bother? They made it harder. That was the thing, though. That's the thing that was upsetting me, is not even like the mom and the dad. Because if it was just me, you, the mom, the dad, and the teen girl, I think we would have been able to be okay. But with the little girls running around and grabbing stuff and trying to and messing with the dials of locks and all of that, it made everything. And I feel like Dante really felt that, and that's why he did give us extra time.
Like I said, they relocked one of the things that we got, because I was like, I thought we unlocked this.
It made it so much more difficult. But anyway, guys, we just had to update you guys on that because I know that we were talking about it. And 100%. I mean, I'll go to it. We need a redo.
Yeah.
That's what we need. We need a redo because that was just horrible.
Because I was excited for the two of us.
Oh, me too. Because like I said, I think you and I, and I'm not blowing smoke up our skirts, I think you and I would have killed it. I mean, me and you are a good team. Me and you know our strengths. We know, like, okay, you take care of that, I'll take care of it. Like, we would have had it down. I swear to God, me and you would have been out of there in a half hour. I really and truly believe it. Because even that room wasn't, I think it was 3 stars out of 5 in difficulty. Yeah. And I think Juicy and I would have killed it.
Well, the first 2 clues, I immediately was like, got it. Got it, done. Some of them, well, again, locks didn't unlock the way they were supposed to, but that's a different story. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us for episode 32 of the Hot Pink America podcast. I can't believe we're on episode 32. It's 32. Unbelievable. 32. 32? You're 32. No, I know. Well, don't say that over the mic. Well, I am. I'm 32. I'm 32 too. I don't see what the big deal is. There's no big deal. Why can't we say our ages? No, we can. We're saying we're saying our ages. We are such a strong grip you got. Thanks. I am a man. Don't you forget it. I'll never be a real woman. So don't you. I need to give a hard handshake so you remember. Yeah, well, I'm a man. My dainty womanness. Help. You could just hold on. Your little lady fingers. Yeah, your little lady fingers. Woo! It makes me popular. With who? The ladies? No, the men. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us for episode 32 of the Hot Pink America podcast. Guys, if there's any topics that you would like us to talk about in future episodes, please leave them in the comments down below. We hope that y'all have a positive rest of your week. Don't forget, your positive rest of your week is up to you. Keep that chin up, babe, in every room you walk into. And hold on to hope for a better tomorrow and stay juicy. Love you guys. Bye. Juicy's like, I gotta pee.